Alright, welcome back everybody to the Dark Souls Remastered All Bosses walkthrough. This is part 12, where we'll be heading into the Catacombs. We're back here at Firelink Shrine for just a moment, and a couple things that I can do. First of all, when we rescued Big Hat Logan from Sense Fortress, this is where he ends up. If your intelligence is high enough, you'll be able to get sorceries from him. If not, then you're kind of screwed. But yeah, so he's there if you're going on a sorcery route. Then you talk to this dude, and he says that they are departing soon. We're actually going to run into them later in the Catacombs and Tomb of the Giants. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start heading that direction. So last playthrough in the Darker Garden, when we killed the Moonlight Butterfly, I mentioned that you get the Divine Ember from there. Divine infusions on your weapons will be able to insta-kill skeletons. So the skeletons in this game, they continually respawn, like they'll always just come back to life. There's only two ways to end them for sure. One is using a divine weapon. The other is to kill the necromancer that controls all of them. So that's the route I usually go, because I don't really care to do any divine infusions. But just be aware, if you go that route, you have to find the necromancer that pertains to that group of skeletons for them to stop respawning. These ones out here in Firelink, they don't respawn because there's no necromancer associated with them. You can always tell if a skeleton's going to respawn or not by if you get souls from killing them. And you're able to go to the Catacombs from the very beginning of the game if you want to. However, it is a much higher level area, so don't recommend it unless you're very familiar with this game and you're confident in your abilities, because you can get an item that lets you kindle bonfires even more to let you get up to 20 Estus Flask charges, which is really nice to have for like the entire game, but again, not the easiest thing to do. Right, I believe that is it for the skeletons out here. Yep, okay. So now our path leads down to these stairs. Okay, now the skeletons that we're going to find here early on, watch out for these little exploding skulls. These ones are going to respawn, so you notice I killed that guy, no souls. That means he's going to respawn, and there is a necromancer that we have to find. Same with that dude. Okay, we're going to drop down here. There's a ladder you can take down if you don't want to take fall damage. And then we want to come over here to the left to find our first necromancer. Right through this hole. He's right down here. He's always going to shoot a firebolt at you. I knew it was coming and I wasn't ready. Bet you kill him. And now those skeletons will no longer respawn. They'll still stay alive, so you still have to kill them. But, yeah. And there's a bonfire down here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and push this lever. Just going to open the door on the other side. Okay, now be careful with these statues. Some of them, as you walk past them, these little spikes will protrude from them. So I'll show you which ones do that a little bit later on. Okay, we can see from here there's already... Oh, I wanted to buy more arrows, and I totally forgot. Okay, whatever. You can, if you want, you can just range kill that necromancer right there to not have to worry about the skeletons, but we're just gonna try to like speed on through instead, or just get trapped by all of them. works too. And the necromancer's just right here. And these guys are being annoying. Alright, there is a skeleton trying to shoot arrows at us just from over here, right up there. We'll be able to get to him in just a second. Ouch. One of those statues is right there. Honestly didn't even know that was one of them. Alright, coming over here now, we can get to that archer skeleton. Grab this item real quick. Okay, and on we go. Alright, now you'll see this bridge has a bunch of spikes. Back there is another necromancer. Obviously we can't cross that bridge, so we have to come all the way over there to that mechanism that you see. Again, watch out for the floating skulls, don't let them explode next to you. The statues down this pathway do the spike thing, so just be careful. Oh, that guy just jumped off the edge. Whoop. Alright, go ahead and push this in. And that will flip the bridge over. Ouch. That was dumb of me. I totally knew that was coming. Ouch, man. Necromancers are being annoying. There we go. Oh, the other ones came. Ah! Brother, come on, dude. What is going on? Hello? Am I not allowed to shield anything? Goodness, that was ridiculous. Alright, so before we continue on into that road, we can come over here and see this part of the floor right here is going to collapse as we walk over it. Alright, watch out. These guys will sprout spikes. There is a crystal lizard here. If we're fast enough, we can kill. Awesome. 2 twinkling. We can upgrade our Black Knight Greatsword yet again. And then up this ladder. And then another collapsing floor on this side. And that will take us to this mechanism. Now, oh wait, oh hold on. Oh shoot, no, this just takes you back to where you were before. My bad. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright. Moving on now. Here we got a winding staircase all about us. There's going to be another necromancer in this area. I'll try to find him quickly. Goodbye. There he is... No. Okay, then we can push this lever in. Hopefully he dropped a skull lantern for us. Yeah, alright. I'll show why that lantern is good to get a little bit later on. Just know it can be extremely helpful in a later level. Alright, let's go back out here. Item is booby-trapped, but not too tough. Okay, so now we can go back down. There's a little entryway over here. Ouch. Alright, now don't just try to come out here because you can see this staircase doesn't actually go anywhere. You'll just fall to your death if you try to do that. So instead we're going to come over here. There's an illusory wall right here. It's a good old bonfire, which is always good to see. You know what? We're kind of low, aren't we? Okay, we'll rest there in just a second. But first we're going to push in this mechanism. Now, depending on when you get here in the game, our good old friend Patches is going to be standing here, and he'll actually trick you into going across that bridge, at which point he'll then like pull the lever again and flip it over. Which can cause you to fall and potentially die. I don't really know what exactly triggers him to be here or not. But just be aware that that could happen to you. Alright. Whoop. Now we'll be going over that bridge. Alright, now as you come into this room, be careful. You'll see there's a dev message that says treasure. But if you just fall down into that pit, there's no easy way of getting back up, and these archers will just keep shooting at you. So we want to take at least that guy out. A bunch of skeletons are going to come in here. Alright, giant skeletons are going to come, but what we want here is this Dark Moon Seance Ring. If you remember from my Anne Orlando episode, if you watched that, talked about how one way to access Dark Sun Gwendolyn is by killing Guinevere, at which point that will plunge all of Anne Orlando into darkness, and he'll be hostile towards you from that point on. If you want to instead join his covenant and not make Anne Orlando go dark, that is the ring that you need to wear in order to make that statue of Gwen disappear. So if you're going that route, that's the item that you want. Alright. Bunch of floating skulls out here. I'm trying to remember where this necromancer is. I think he might just be right down there. Okay. Where is he? Okay, so here you have a little bit of a crossroads. You can come over to this path, which that continues on into the rest of the level. But another thing you can do, and we're going to be doing a lot of backtracking because there's so many things you can do in the catacombs that take you to different places. If you go down there, there's a Titanite demon, which we all know they're fun to fight, especially in tight spaces like this. There's actually another covenant that you can join if you have an Eye of Death in your inventory down there. So I'll be doing that in just a minute. There's a couple other things that I'd like to do first, including just coming this way to the rest of the level itself. Right here, nothing. There are some skeletons, of course. I'm pretty sure we're very close to the necromancer that's tied to these guys. Watch out for that collapsible structure in the floor. Yeah, there he is. Ouch. Come on, dude. Let me roll. Hello? Where did you come from? Eat it. Okay. Now you can come out here, and this progresses you to the rest of the level. Be careful, there are bone wheels in this area. One's already starting to chase us. There are quite a few of these guys down here, so be very, very careful. Oh, there's another one right there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, he's dead. That scared me, seeing that one over there. Alright, we're going to climb back up. We're not going to continue on to the rest of the level quite yet. Just wanted to take care of that necromancer and show that. Now we're going to be doing a... Actually, before we backtrack all the way, there's one more thing that I'm able to show you. Okay, we are going to go through this collapsible portion of the floor because there's a Black Knight down here. This is the Great Axe version. So if you're lucky enough, you'll get him to drop his weapon. I did not see what we got. I accidentally skipped through it. Okay, we did not get his weapon. All good. Alright, and then from here, you can drop down into this main area. Again, be careful. There's even more bone wheels. See, there's one right here. Wait for him to stop attacking. There's a couple down there now. Okay, let's try the plunge attack. Nope. Ouch. We're just going to run back up to where we came from. Hopefully they'll follow us and give us an easy opportunity to kill them. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to be doing a bunch of backtracking. Ladder right here. Oh, there's literally right there. Alright, over here to the left. What's up, dude? How, like, sometimes I just, like, where's the range in my sword, you know? Alright. Like I said, this is quite the backtrack that we're doing, but I'll show you why we're doing this. Alright, so once we're back here to the winding staircase area... Oh, that's not the room we wanted to go in. Down here. Okay. Just keep going down. Punk, get out of my way. And you can actually drop down into there before I do that. Oh, I forgot necromancers don't respawn, so we can just kill these guys. Okay, I'm trying to find a drop-off point that doesn't kill us. Am I blind? Alright, let's just try going right here. There we go. Oh, I missed it. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, at least the bonfire's close. Whoop. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, he just tried to parry us. No, you don't. Alright, this time we'll kind of roll forward. There we go. Alright. And right here. And one more drop. Oh. Skeleton came down here too. Now, as you drop down into this hole, cutscene's going to play. I believe this guy's name is Vamos. He's the third blacksmith that you're able to encounter in this game. He's also got a really weird voice. Be gone with you.
Be gone with you.
You spoil my focus.
You spoil my focus.
Yeah, don't know what that voice is all about, but he is a non-hostile skeleton, so, and there's a bonfire right here. You can do specific types of ascensions with him that you can't do with Andre or the giant blacksmith. So, if you have certain coals that you're able to give to him, then you can talk to him and give them to him. But he's not a very friendly dude. I kind of hate him. Alright, we're back in this area with all the bone wheels. What I'm trying to do here is try to bait them out a little bit. Perfect, got two of them. Oh no! That was good timing. Can't remember the exact number of how many there are, but it's kind of ridiculous. There's more down there. I'm not going to worry about them quite yet. One right here, we'll get him. Going past the skulls. Okay, cool. Alright, one more time of backtracking. We're going to go where that covenant that I was talking about is with the Titanite demon. And the item that you need in your inventory is an Eye of Death. They have a low drop rate chance from basilisks. And I'll show you. Ooh. Can't remember if it's the key items. There you go. Eye of Death. So, if you want to do this, you have to have one of these in your inventory. There's plenty of basilisks in the depths to let you do that. To at least try to farm them anyway. We're going to come up here where the Titanite demon is. We're not going to go all the way back though. Instead, we're going to come right to this coffin. And you'll see if you have the Eye of Death in your inventory, this prompt of Nestle in Coffin will appear. And we just gotta wait a few seconds. go. This cutscene will play where the coffin will close up on you. And you get teleported to a boss that we'll be fighting later in the game. One of the ones that has a Lord Soul. But in this scenario, he's going to be friendly because you can join his covenant. And this is Nito, first of the dead. So he's just over here chilling in his coffin. Extremely creepy. But you can pray to the sarcophagus grave lord and enter in his covenant. Which gives you his sword and his miracle that he uses in his boss fight. So, definitely worth coming here just for those things alone. Obviously, once you kill Nito, you can no longer be a part of his covenant. That kind of breaks that whole thing. But yeah, if you want to get his weapon and that miracle, then this is what you need to do. Then to get back, we'll just nestle back in the coffin. And here we are. Alright. There are a couple more items you're able to grab from dropping down onto specific like ledges towards this point of the catacombs, like up where the bridges are. You do take consistent fall damage from them, so just be forewarned. I'm not going to show how to get those necessarily, but if you are wanting to get every single item, you can see there's one over there on that cliff. It requires you, again, dropping down and getting them. Alright, a few more bone wheels over here to take care of. Perfect. Okay. We are now at the fog wall of the boss of the catacombs, and quite possibly the biggest joke of a boss in the game. This is Pinwheel. So we'll drop down in here. We'll take some fall damage once this cutscene is over. Early game, Pinwheel can be somewhat of a challenge if you decide to come here like at the beginning. Basically, he's going to cast these sorceries. He's going to duplicate himself sometimes. So, you know, you need to find, oh, which one is the real Pinwheel? I know it's neither of these two. Oh. Oh. Okay, there we go. It's like usually they disappear after one hit. But yeah, we're doing crazy damage to him, as you can see. So if you waited to come here until this point, he is just an absolute joke. But you can definitely come here earlier. Okay, we have the Rite of Kindling. A little message is going to pop up that tells you, with the Rite of Kindling, you can now kindle past the normal limit or whatever. Maybe. Hello? Usually a message pops up. This is also an RNG drop here. So Pinwheel has 3 different masks. The Mask of the Father, Mother, and Child. This is completely random as to which one you get. Hopefully we get Father. No! Giant dead build ruined. We didn't get the Mask of the Father. Rip. It's really weird that the message didn't pop up for the Rite of Kindling. A bunch of weird stuff is happening. But yeah, so that's what lets you kindle past just like those first level bonfires that you do. So again, you can get to 15 Estus Flask charges with one more kindling, and then to 20 with another one past that. So very, very useful item. Okay, the way we want to go is over there, but first there are a couple things over here we can do. Shortcut ahead. Now in our offhand, real quick, we're going to equip the Skull Lantern. We're not going to do all the Tomb of the Giants right now. We're going to come here a little bit later when we're even more leveled up. But I want to get to a specific bonfire that's easy to teleport to before we leave. Okay, so the skull lantern, when you press like the shield button, illuminates the area around you. And the Tomb of the Giants is just, it's completely black. It's very hard to see. I hate this area because of it. It's just so annoying because either you use your offhand to have the skull out, or you just kind of have to try to remember where you're going. If you've played this game before. If you haven't, then you're like, I don't know where I'm going. So I'll just show you a pathway that you want to go. You can follow these little prism stones. They will guide you to the bonfire itself. Watch out for the giant skeletons. Here's Patches. We're not going to talk to him quite yet. Alright, and then you come over here to this ladder. Drop down. And bonfire. Alright. Well, that is it for this episode. That is the Catacombs in its entirety. If you found yourself watching this, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you can. Comment if you happen to find anything that I didn't, or if I forgot something, or if there was something that I showed you that helped you out. Feel free to comment that as well. But yeah, the next episode we will be leaving here and going back to Firelink Shrine to go to the New Londo Ruins to fight our first Lord Soul boss. So if you are watching this series as a whole, appreciate you being here, and we will see you in New Londo Ruins.